Hey there everyone, it's that really boring voice type thing that you dread to hear, bringing you a thing I would call a assistance guide for soloing the space race achievement for the zombie map Ascension, which has only just came out. The achievement description reads that you need to acquire a pack-a-punched weapon by round 8, however more specifically you need to acquire it before that round begins. And doing this solo is exceptionally tough, and it relies heavily on luck, as given the time frame that you have to complete the objective, the amount of points that you can acquire is barely enough to be able to achieve the objective. However, I will attempt using my very bad voice to give assistance and guidelines on how to acquire this achievement.
Main power offline. Auxiliary power activated.
No one can ever tell me why there's always a big switch to go find. Really?
Please, help me. She's coping. The mechanism must be repaired.
Was it just me, or did you guys hear a voice?
The start of this guide is pretty much simple, self-explanatory stuff. Just knife everything and only knife. Don't attempt to shoot anything unless they are lined up, so you can acquire multiple points for achieving collateral damage on multiple zombies using the same shot. However, during round 3, after a while, as soon as you've killed enough zombies, make a break for the power room door on the ground level and stay by here and attack the zombies as they come towards you. I would say that one of the key elements to success in zombies is the ability to lure zombies into a straight line, because when you do that you can achieve collateral damage using the same shots and make their paths predictable. Once all but one zombie is remaining, you open up all the doors to the upstairs and trip the power and go back through the level and fix all the holes in the defences. This is the key step for success in all the rounds. Not only do you acquire bonus points, but it will also delay the zombies at the start of each round, which will give you a chance for success. And at the start of each round afterwards, try and always start in this section here and stay in this position for a moment. Kind of like the start of round 3, where you retreat to the other section but nowhere near as long, because otherwise you will get swarmed. At this point you will have enough points to acquire the Juggernaut. This is why I did not buy any weapons or revive at the start, so I could acquire this perk as soon as possible. Once you have this, you can knife everything, and absolutely everything. Don't attempt to shoot anything. Just slash the living daylights out of absolutely everything. Be careful about where you place your knives though. When going through this room here, the starting room, do not under any circumstances stay in it for any longer than you have to. I'm not sure how the centrifuge in the centre of the room is triggered, but if it does get triggered and zombies get hit by it, you're being denied valuable points. and make your way out here, because that door doesn't cost as much to open as the other way into this section, and it opens the way to one of the 3 key objectives on this map for acquiring the objective. To reach the machine itself, you need to launch the missile, or rocket, whatever. And to do that you need to launch all 3 lunar lander positions, and right there you saw me pick up the MP5, and that's going to be the weapon that will be used during the last round. And I switched to it to move around because one of the unique factors with this weapon and some of the other weapons is that when you equip it you gain additional movement speed in comparison to other weapons, including the starting pistol. And this is the start of the gimmick round for Ascension, which is monkeys. And what monkeys will do is rush towards the perk machines of whatever perks you have acquired and attempt to disable them. Now on this round they will only take 1 knife to kill, so basically just stay by the machine and knife them before they reach the machine. If you do that, they will not only drop a max ammo but also drop a random perk. And on this attempt I end up getting a revive. However, the best ones that you can acquire are the speed cola and the stamina, which is a new perk that, if I recall, either definitely grants you marathon but may also grant you lightweight. I'm not completely sure about that.
Security level normalized.
Once again starting the round on the top here. And it's essentially more of the same, except that it takes a lot more knives to kill and survival is exceptionally difficult and requires a lot of thinking about which route you're going to take. Also remember to use the starting pistol to achieve collaterals to acquire as many points as you can. Also take into account that when you swing the knife using the starting pistol you actually can swing the knife as faster than with any other weapons, so when attacking the zombies with the knife always switch to the pistol so you can get more shots, get more knife swings off. Now, on this particular round you will want to head to the right to basically throw the zombies off in a loop and bunch them further together. Right here I use a grenade to deal damage to several of the zombies and create crawls which will move really slow, which is important as it buys you a lot of time. I would say that this achievement is ridiculous to acquire solo and relies a lot on luck. If you get a nuke at any point in this in a solo run, your best bet is simply to restart, as you will be denied a lot of points. If any zombies are killed by the centrifuge, restart and try your best not to get double punched before you acquire the juggernog. Unfortunately that's going to happen quite a few times, and unfortunately there isn't really much you can do about it. As you can see, bunching them together has made a gigantic queue, and you can acquire a lot of points by attacking them in this formation. Okay, even when you're out of ammunition, you can swing the knife faster than with the MP5 if you switch to the pistol. So continue attacking the zombies with your ammo-less weapon. This is the second lander position, however I've not triggered any of the landers yet, and that's because I am waiting until almost all the zombies are dead before I attempt to trigger any of the landers.
Ow, my knees! Eat that!
Now at this point the zombies are far enough away for me to be able to safely trigger the lander, because if I believe when the lander lands and if there are any zombies in the way they will die. So you don't want that happening, as it will deny you points. So before the zombies get close enough, trigger the lander and it will take you back to the starting room. Once you have triggered all 3 landers, you need to return to the power switch to launch the missile. Now the zombies in this map are much more annoying than they ever have been. In particular the ones with the army uniforms or military outfits, whichever you pick, will do several things that will annoy the living daylights out of you, including suddenly swinging out of the way of shots. They tend to attack a lot faster and more often than the other zombies, however that might just be luck. And they will even do barrel rolls to evade you. At this point I had managed to get the zombies down to just enough left that I can safely wander the remainder of the map and trigger the landers safely. And I'd figure I'd stop the super fast mode for the missile launch, because why the hell not? If you have an explosive weapon or a ray gun, you can actually destroy the missile as it launches. However, I have yet to achieve this myself.
Initiation complete. Luna protocol online.
And now begins round 7, which is basically grab as many points as you can. At this stage it's not necessary to knife, so you are free to use the submachine gun to the full of its ability to attack zombies and kill them faster than with the blade.
Told you not to touch me, bone jerky!
Burst fire at the heads of the enemies to acquire maximum pointage for minimal ammo consumption, because you do not want to run out of ammunition. I would say overall that this achievement is way harder to get than it should be, especially when you're playing solo. When playing solo, I would possibly compare it to some of the toughest veteran missions although more in a way that it's more luck than difficulty, although you definitely do need to know a lot about the behaviour of the zombies. Now at this point, these are the very last zombies in the map, at which point I will not kill the last one and basically now just make a gigantic break for the machine and acquire my pack-a-punched MP5K.
Who would have thought a little girl could cause so much trouble? Time to bring some death to the undead!
It's exceptionally tough to do solo, but it is definitely possible. Until the next poorly commentated video, this has been a thing. Farewell.